Hey guys, impromptu stream Wednesday afternoon, or sorry, Wednesday morning I should say, not afternoon yet. Hope you guys can take some time to join. I gotta let's see, gotta fix a few things here before we take off. Flying in VR, X-Plane 11, sorry, FS2020. Let's see, we're going to give me a second here. I want to go to here, and I gotta lower my my render scaling to 80. Otherwise, I'll be bogged down here while I'm streaming. All right, cool. All right, so we're at where the hell are we? We're at the Oceana Naval Air Force Base, I believe, and we're going to head to LaGuardia. We got, let me show you, we got 8 passengers on board the Cessna Citation Longitude. I've just installed the working title modification for the G3000. It's going to be the first time using that. I'm hoping that eliminates the sway. So I've got this Longitude, which I actually own, and we're flying for VR Aviation, the group that I manage. All right, so let's get into VR here. Boom. You're actually looking at the, it's going to take a few seconds here, but you're looking at the left eye, which is really the best visual that I can give you, unfortunately. Believe me, it looks much better in real life than you see there. So, in any event, hopefully some people will join here, but let's get this show on the road. First we got to, I want to make sure I got enough fuel. So we've got 542 gallons on board, so we should, yeah, gallons? Yes, gallons on board, so we should be fine. Going to LaGuardia, going to start the flight, make sure that's all set. In FSEconomy, okay, we're good there. Now we've got our, we have the flight plan all loaded in. We'll fly at, let's see, let's go to 12,000 feet. This is my first time using the working title. Hopefully, the modification, hopefully it'll work well for us here. All right, let's see what we got here. Does look different, doesn't it? This definitely looks different. Well, that definitely looks different. Whoa, do we have like... Oh, we've got... we're no longer north up. We're now target up, I guess. We'll see. Alright, so this is all new here. So let's go to Flight Director, Nav, and we set our altitude. We're going to just do vertical speed. And we're just going to go up 3,000 feet per minute. Okay, everything's looking good here. Interesting, this looks different. So flight plan. There's our flight plan. Good. Hopefully this will work now, because it was pretty shaky if you just wanted to stay in the plane and do all the flight planning from the input in the plane rather than going back to the world map. So we shall see here. Big experiment. Big experiment. All right. Always looking to try new things. So we've got everything set here. Our flight plan is set. I do like the way the display. Yeah, it's path up. If it's path up, that's awesome. All right, so let's get our brake off here, and we should be good to go. Okay. Not a good sign that the throttle isn't working. That's not a good sign. Okay, that's not a good sign. Because the engines aren't running? Yeah, I guess the engines aren't running. Interesting. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go... Is the APU running? Oh, there's the APU. So now... Alright, so now we got engines running. Are the APUs coming up? I just assumed the plane would be running, but I guess with this working title modification, it's not. So APU is coming up. And here we go. Engines are coming up here. Good. And we've got power. Here we go. All right, now we could take off. Right? No. I don't understand this. Oh, I see. It's just taking a little bit of time to start up. Okay, here we go. I did fix my rudder controls. Makes it a lot easier to steer the plane now. There's come on, get up. There we go. Gear up. Flaps up. And let's get our autopilot on.
Charlie Lima, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
One thing I learned here is you have to go into Task Manager, go to Details, and scroll down to the Microsoft Flight Simulator EXE and set priority to high. It actually helps things run a little bit better.
Squawk 6371 Cessna 8 Charlie Lima.
Okay. Oh wow. Going a little too fast there.
Altimeter 29.902. Copy Cessna 8 Charlie.
Alright, so it seems when you're using working title, the modification, you've got to start the plane up. You've got to start the engines up. The APU, which I can actually turn off now. Don't need the APU while flying. I like that map. The modified map. What I'm hoping for is we don't get this sway that we get when when you get up above like 6,000 or 7,000 feet. Basically, the plane, when it's on autopilot, it sways back and forth across the as it's flying, which is not very realistic. All right. 6,500 feet. So this is the mod for the G3000. There's also a mod for the G1000, which I haven't tried yet. I know you guys are probably far ahead of me with this, but I figured today would be a good day to try it out. Now I guess I can change my range here.
132.55 Cessna 8 Charlie Lima. Washington Center, Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima 8,400 feet.
Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima, Washington Center. Continue as planned. Altimeter 29
map settings. And there's a range. There we go. Okay, home. Beautiful. All right. Going through 11,000 feet. We don't have the swaying, which is nice. Let's see what happens when we get up to altitude here. Yeah, heading up. I like heading up. That's great. I was getting so tired of north up. Much better to have heading up. All right, coming up to 12,000. So far, no swaying. Usually it happens after you level off. There's all the Virginia beaches down there. All right, we've got 226 miles to go to Manhattan. Probably about a half-hour flight. Should have installed this sooner. All right, we're gonna just be on the tip here, 330. No swaying. That's good. All right. Alright, so no swaying, which is great. Yeah, I wonder if you have different modes on the map. Let's see here. Let's just check that out a little bit. This dark mode there. Map settings. Let's see. Terrain on. Okay. Beautiful. They did a nice job on this. Thank you to the folks at Working Title, or the dev at Working Title who did that. It's great. All right. 32 minutes. Might even feel comfortable leaving the autopilot while I leave the chair here. I don't know. We'll see. I never was comfortable with that with the stock setup. That's for sure. We need a much better. We need a better mirror software, mirror solution for VR for FS2020, or I should say for the Reverb G2. That's really the issue. So I'm using this new VR cover facial interface with the smaller pad. I did a video on it. Definitely improves the field of view. I mean, it's not a massive improvement, but it's better. It's better. Let's put it that way. I mean, you know, if I push the headset closer to me just a little bit, my eyelashes are pretty much touching the lens. Now I have lens covers in there. I have VR Wave inserts, so that puts a little more distance between my eyes and the lenses. But in any event, I think this for $29, that VR cover interface, facial interface, it's an interesting name for it, is worth the money. That's for sure. Wow, this is great. Thanks to the person on Facebook. I had forgotten about this Working Title modification. It's much better. Planning on doing a couple of flights here today. Got some time today to do that, so might as well fly. Maybe we'll make this on a long-term stream. We'll see. Looking out the window there, down some farmland in Virginia. Satellite phone, I guess. Never noticed that before. Alright, say hello in the chat if you're lurking. Hit that live button if you want to catch up with live and chat. Questions about any of the videos that I published. I published a bunch of videos in the last few days. I don't know. Got a little burst of energy. I need a nice solution to be able to bring the chat window into the cockpit. Now I know there's this VR drop, which requires Steam to be running. Now I'm not running Steam VR when I'm using Microsoft Flight Simulator, right? I'm basically running OpenXR. So that would be another piece of software that we're running. I haven't had a chance to try OpenVR. Is it VR Drop? OVR Drop. I think it's OVR Drop. But I need a solution to be able to bring chat into the cockpit, so I don't have to keep flipping the headset up and down. See what they give you here. So weather. Let's take a look at weather. Okay, so that's the radar. That's cool. Back to the map. Got all your comms right there. What's nice is it's all on the all easy to manage here. You get a chart button. It's not working. What does that say? Utilities. Setup. Avionics setup. Alright, let's see what we get here. We get, what I like here is, let's see. I think we're now getting, we're getting ETE, so that's to the end point, and then ETA to the next waypoint, I guess. Oh no, they give us our clock. I see. Yes, they're not much different there. It would be nice if they had a clock here, like a ETA here, so it's just right in front of you on the PFD.
Cessna 8 Charlie Lima, contact Washington Center on 127.7.
But the sway has gone away, which is good.
127.7 for Cessna 8 Charlie Lima. Washington Center, Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima, 12,000 feet.
Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima, Washington Center, continue as planned.
Well, we're getting a little sway there. Getting a little sway. Yeah, a little sway. Not as bad as it was. Let's just watch. See that? Why does it do that? Why does it do that? Just I'll keep my head still and you can see it just swaying back and forth. Alright, so the working title mod does not fix the swaying. Damn it. That sucks. That sucks. Oh well. So let's see, we got New Jersey right up there. There's Ocean City, Maryland to the right. Delaware beaches coming up there. Rehoboth Beach, Dewey Beach. There's the small state of Delaware right there. I mean, the sway isn't as bad, but it's still there. And you can see the New Jersey beaches right there at our 12 o'clock. It's amazing what you can make out with this the G2 from distance. I mean, that's got to be, what, 50 miles up there? Maybe more. If you look through this is the glass. The glass paint gives this little bit of sun glare protection, but if you put your head through the glass, things kind of, see if that actually, if you guys can actually see that. Yeah, you see that? So that's like the sun glare protection, and then you put your head through the glass, you can actually see a little bit better here. Looking down there in Delaware. I've actually vacationed down there quite a bit in Delaware. Yeah, I just wish we can remove this sway. All right, while we're doing this, let me see if I can plan my next trip here. Let's go to FSEconomy. Alright, so we're going to be flying out of LaGuardia. Make it kind of a long one here. Let's see. We want to go to Boston, maybe? Yeah, we can go to Boston. I don't think I've flown into Logan. And yeah, let's do Logan. We haven't done Logan. See if we can get a return trip. Yep, we can get a return trip. So let's get an economic. We want to keep it under 5 assignments. So we go 2, 4, 6, 8. We could go 6, 7, 8. And that gives us the max, because you get a little bit more when you go with a single passenger. So we have 5, so we're going to 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So we got 8 passengers heading to Boston. We'll load those up into our assignments, and then coming back, we're going to go. We don't have much of a choice here, so we'll go through. Let's see. 1, 3. 5, 8. That's really our only choice. That's the best combination we can get to get that 1 and the 2 in there, which pay a little bit more. All right, so we got our round trip to Logan, and we'll try that out. There's our flight. So now we got this LaGuardia that we're flying. I'm sorry, this that we're flying now. So then we'll do our round trip to Boston. Okay, Boston. So while we're doing that, let's go to SkyVector, and we'll figure out our...
Cessna 8 Charlie Lima, contact Washington Center on 125.45.
125.45 Cessna 8
All
Charlie
right, we're
Lima.
going to go straight shot
Washington
into
Center, Cessna November
Logan.
328 Charlie Lima, 12,000 feet.
Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima, Washington Center. Continue as planned.
All right, let's see.
Altimeter 29.902.
It's loading so slow. All right, so we'll come in this way right here. Nope. 6 miles. We need a little bit more than 6 miles. should be good. VPQUA. That's going to be our flight. Cool. And then we'll figure out our flight back. Bomboso, how you doing? Oh, you hit the live button. Maybe you're behind in the stream. Not sure. So I'm going to. I'll show you again. There you go. See? I just put the Chrome window up there. You should see it now. All right. Let's. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. We're gonna go to. Let's just see where the hell we are here. All right, so we're into New Jersey now. Let's go outside the plane here. All right, so that's Atlantic City right down there, and there's that's the Cape May KWWD right there. So now we're flying up the middle of New Jersey. Up there, Delaware Bay. Up there's towards Philadelphia. There's the New Jersey beaches. And the intercoastal actually goes all down that inside, we call it the inside. There's Barnegat Bay, which is huge up there. And these are different, but you can make your way all the way down here from like central New Jersey all the way down to Atlantic City without ever going out into the ocean. So if you have a small boat, it's pretty easy to do that. Anyway, all right, so yeah, just flying right up the throat of New Jersey here.
Contact Washington Center on 124.775.
But we still got that sway.
124.775 for Cessna 8 Charlie.
That's a Microsoft thing they have to
Washington
fix.
Center, Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima, 12,000 feet.
It's almost like that you need a yaw damper or something on here. I don't know.
Washington Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
But it's not yaw, right? Oh, you don't see on your FSC. Well, I'm not sure what you mean there. So you're not going to see the assignments that I have in my flights, right? That's only something I'll see. I was showing you. What I was showing you here is, let me just show you. So if we go back to FSEconomy, so this is my flight. If I hit my flight, these are the assignments. So these are, you would never see these, all right? Because these are assigned to me. Does that make sense? Yeah, this sway is really it really bothers me. Plane should be flying level and not moving left to right like this. But I'm happy with this working title modification to the G3000. Aside from, didn't fix the sway, but that's okay. All right, 87 miles, 13 minutes. Now you'll notice if we go down to like 5,000 feet, the sway will go away. Right, exactly. You're having a hard time keeping up with. Yeah, there are a bunch of mods. I agree with you. That's why I kind of try to limit things, you know. All right, so we're going to start to descend here into the. We'll start our descent down to 5,000 feet. Slowly. All the different inlets in New Jersey out the right window there. Very cool. So a little trick that I picked up, I mentioned it before. Let me just show you here. I'm going to go to my my desktop. So when you're flying FSEconomy, you want to bring up Task Manager and go to Details, and then scroll down to the when you're flying in Flight Simulator, go to the Flight Simulator.exe, right click on that, go to Set Priority, and make sure you select High. Okay. Now you have to do this every single time you run it. It's not something that just stays. It's not a setting that will just, you know, stay. As a default, you have to do it every single time you run it, but it's worth it because I've noticed that it does smooth out the frame rates, or frame time, I should say. So, just a little bit of a tip there. What you're basically doing is you're telling the CPU that Microsoft Flight Simulator has priority, basically. So its functions are going to get put into the top priority queue. And I wonder if you could do that with Windows Mixed Reality. I guess you probably could, but all right, slowly getting down below 10,000 or to 10,000 here. Let's just increase our vertical speed downward.
Center, Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima 10,600 feet.
Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima, New York Center, continue to push you as planned. Altimeter 29.92.
All right, 12 minutes to push you.
Cessna 8 Charlie Lima, contact
Patch you,
Atlantic
patch
City
you.
approach on 134.25.
134.25 for Cessna 8 Charlie Lima. Atlantic City approach, Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima 10,100 feet.
Then we'll head up to Boston.
Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima, Atlantic City approach, continue to push you as planned. Altimeter 29.92.
You can see we got below 10,000 feet and we're not swaying anymore. That could be because we're descending. I'm not sure, but 10,000 feet is generally above that is where you get to sway. So, not sure why.
Cessna 8 Charlie Lima, contact McGuire approach on 126.475.
Yeah, so the longitude just, I guess about a month ago it became available in FSC, so I snapped one up for like 1.1 million, something like that. To the longitude. I'm probably going to buy a Challenger as well. I like flying the business jets. That's kind of my thing. As well as the GA planes, but I like flying the business jets. So I may buy a Challenger too. In fact, let's take a look at the price of Challengers. No, we don't have FBOs in Europe. We used to have FBOs in Europe, but we don't have FBOs in Europe anymore. They just weren't really being used. All right, let's go to airport. We're going to go to here, type of airplane. Where the hell's a Challenger? always forget the name. What the hell's the name of it? Where the hell is it? Why going on? Alright, let's go through this systematically here. I don't see it there. I don't see it there. LaGuardia. Here we go. Alright, so we want aircraft for sale. Alright, here we go. These are the ones for sale. Let's just take a look. The Challenger, go here. Got 15 for sale. Oh, we can get one for 700,000. 800,000. $805. Where is this guy? Iowa. Iowa. I like the Challenger because you can move a lot of cargo in it. Iowa. Anything closer? This guy's in Washington State. Boston for $1 million. So is it worth 200 grand to not have to fly all that way? Is it worth 200 grand to not have to fly all that way from Iowa? So we're going to have to fly from this guy right here. So that's a long way. I tend to like to fly East Coast. This guy is $1 million at Boston. It's close enough. Interesting. Let's just leave that there. Let me see how much money I got here. Banking. Alright, so we got 6 million. I could easily afford it. Aircraft I have right now. This is my personal stuff. So I got a Longitude. I'm selling this guy for 400K. I got these I leased to the group, and I got a Baron in Hawaii. The thing about the Longitude is I can actually fly it. Maybe I'd like to have one on the West Coast. Maybe I will buy the Iowa one because then I can have an East Coast jet and a West Coast jet.
Cessna Charlie Lima, contact McGuire approach on 120.25.
You need to find out if FSE shows different open assignments. If you got a sec, can you show me the current open assignments?
McGuire approach Cessna November
For the group, you mean? You mean for the group, our group?
Cessna November 328 Charlie
So,
Lima McGuire
I
approach
think I'm gonna buy
continue
that
to pursue as
Challenger in
planned.
Iowa.
Altimeter 29.902.
Let's see. Yeah, maybe that's the move.
Cessna Charlie Lima, contact McGuire approach on 126.475.
Because this way I can have a
Going
jet
to 126.475
on each
Cessna
coast.
8 Charlie Lima. McGuire approach Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima 5,000 feet.
And it's only
Cessna November 328 Charlie
805K.
Lima McGuire approach continue to pursue as
So what I have
planned.
to make sure of, though, is I gotta make sure that that's a valid airport in X-plane. So we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. So let's go to my flight. All right, you want to see the open assignments for our group? Sure. Give me a second here. Let me just make sure we've got 33 miles, 6 minutes. All right, so we want to start to slow down here. All right, let me show you real fast here. So basically, if you go to group assignments, VR Aviation, that shows you all the assignments. These are people that have, these assignments have been put in there by people, so you don't want to actually fly these, right? These are, when you assign, you can assign them, like when you go to, what you can do is, let's say you pick this assignment, right? You can go down here and you can say assigned to my flight or assigned to VR Aviation, okay? When you sign it to VR Aviation, it basically reserves it for you. All right. So that way, let's say you see a flight that you want to do tomorrow, you don't have time today, you can pick up those assignments, put them in our group, and then go back and get them. I just always assign stuff to myself. This makes it a little bit simpler. Does that explain your question? Does that answer your question?
25 Cessna 8 Charlie Lima. McGuire approach Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima 5,000 feet.
All right, so we're toying with the idea here of buying a Challenger for $800,000.
Altimeter 29.902.
I think West Coast, it would be nice to have West Coast, because I do have, yeah, I think it would be cool to have a West Coast plane. So Iowa, I can get that plane to like San Francisco or even Southern California. $800,000 is a good price too, so I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to buy it, but let's land this plane first. All right, so let's get our altitude down to 3,000.
Charlie Lima. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima McGuire.
All right, so there's Sandy Hook right there. That's the Navesink River over there to the right, and this is the Garden State Parkway right there going up New Jersey. Not sure. Oh, that's Bell Labs right there. That big oval. I'm pretty sure that's Bell Labs, or what used to be Bell Labs. It's not Bell Labs anymore. At one time, that was one of the biggest office parks in the world back in the 60s. All right. We could see the island of Manhattan right in front of us. We're going to start to slow this bird down as we descend into the LaGuardia area. Central New Jersey. I could start now. I could see the lights of the runway flashing, which is cool. And we are literally 27 miles away. So that's 27 miles away, that blinking light. That's pretty cool. So we could see a blinking light 27 miles away. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so I think I'm going to buy that Challenger in Iowa. I just got to make sure that that airport is supported in X-Plane. Because the problem is not all these airports in FSEconomy are supported in the simulator. And you got to be careful of that. It's a real pain in the ass if you have to go rescue a plane in an airport that doesn't exist anymore. So there's a way to do that.
New York approach Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima.
I mean, the surefire way is to load up the simulator and see if the airport is there. That takes a long time.
New York approach. Continue to pursue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
And I can't do that right now because I'm flying in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I'll show you how I verify whether that's a real airport or not. Or I should say, a supported airport in FSEconomy. All right, coming into, I could see the Empire State Building right there. It's the only building visible right now. The Verrazano Bridge isn't showing. I guess it'll show up as we get closer to it.
128.55 Cessna 8 Charlie Lima. New York approach Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima 2,900 feet.
Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima New York approach. Continue to pursue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
I'm really happy having the heading up display. It's so much better. So much better. Alright, there we go to... There's the Verrazano Bridge. Showed up while we were looking somewhere else. Sean, how you doing? Morning. So you can find open assignments and assign it to our group, and we get paid. No, you only get paid if you fly the assignment. You can assign it to your group and go back and pick it up. You only get paid if you actually fly the assignment. Oh, the Arrow. How much is that Arrow? For FS2020, you mean, right? Be your fourth plane. Yeah, I heard it's pretty good. Is that from Just Flight, I guess, or... I'm interested to see how it is in VR. I think VR Flight Sim guy did a video on it, if I remember correctly. Just haven't had a chance to look at it. Or I could see LaGuardia flashing there, about 13 miles in the distance. New York buildings still haven't popped up yet.
Tower Cessna November.
There's New York.
328 Charlie Lima is 11 miles southwest with Kilo to land.
Cessna November
Lower
328
Manhattan.
Charlie Lima Tower. Fly straight in runway 4. Altimeter 2.
All right, we got our runway.
2 for a tree.
Fly straight in runway 4 Cessna 8 Charlie Lima.
First notch of flaps. About to make our final turn into LaGuardia here.
Autopilot.
Autopilot is off. Look at that trim, how low that trim is there. I should say up, how far up the nose is on it. You really have no trim to work with when you're landing. I would think if you're flying level, the trim should be pretty much in level as long as you're flying at decent gears down, or going down. As long as you're at decent speed. Second notch of flaps. Want to keep this plane at about 150 knots at landing. Outer marker. See a plane taking off out of LaGuardia right there. See the red and the strobe light and the red light, navigation light. Going full flaps now. Nose is coming up a little bit. We're a little slow there. We want to be at 150. The Challenger, you could be at 135-ish. This plane likes to land at 145, 150. That was interesting. The scenery went like real flat and then it came up 3D. Alright, we got it here. Looking good. We're committed. Flare it up. Throttle down.
Cessna 8 Charlie Lima, turn next taxiway. Cessna 8 Charlie Lima, contact ground on 121.85.
I'm going to attempt to use the working title modification to enter a flight plan. I'm going to be taking off this way, so I'm just going to stay in the taxiway here. All right, let's get that brake on. Brake is on. Let's see. So we finished our flight there. Oh, damn it! I left the window on there. Sorry, guys. You guys didn't see the landing. Sorry. Anyway, let's go back to. Oh crap! Sorry about that. Let's just take a look at what we did here. So the flight back, we earned about $1,400 for the group, $4,000 for ourselves. All right, sorry about that. All right, so we've got our flight here set up. We're going to be flying for VR Aviation. We have our 8 passengers going up to, yeah, it's not the first time exactly. We have our 8 passengers heading up to Logan. We've got 390 gallons of fuel, which is plenty. We're good there. So we just have to enter our flight plan, which is going to be LGA to VPQUA to KBOS. So let's, I'm going to attempt to do this with the, let me turn the window off here so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to attempt to do this with the system here. So let's go flight plan. And is there anything for delete? All right, origin. Let's remove all these waypoints. I want to remove it. All right, so add origin. So we're going to go to K, L, G, A. Enter. And then waypoint. Remove this waypoint. Add destination is K, B, O, S. Enter. Waypoint is VP QUA. So it's V P Q U U A. All right, we got our flight plan in there. So what is? Let's see. What is this? Okay, that makes sense because we're facing the other way. It looks like we're good to go here. We got LaGuardia. And our destination is Boston, so we're good. I don't think we do. We have to activate the flight plan. Active flight plan. So it's telling us it's active. So I'm going to believe that that's going to work. All right, so we've got our, let's get our brake off here. We've got our. We're running we're on the clock on Flight Simulator. Let's see what you guys have to say here. No, the only one with a wiggly toe brake. Yeah, I'm using CH pedals. Yes. It's got some issues with the CH products pedal. All right, so let's set our altitude. So we're going to fly at 12,000. Well, let's just fly at 9,000 to see if we get the sway. Let's do that, because I want to see if we get the sway. 9,500. All right, 9,500. And we'll go nav and vertical speed. We'll go up 3,000 feet. Okay, and everything else is good to go, right? So we should be rocking and rolling. I do have settings for the CH Products pedals that have definitely improved the sensitivity. The problem I have is the CH Products yoke. The mixture is messed up. Like if I move the mixture, it like messes stuff up. For some reason, it's real, and I don't know if that's the yoke, but it works fine with X-Plane 11, so it's probably not the yoke. Somehow. FS2020 just doesn't recognize it properly or something. I don't know. All right, let's set our flaps to takeoff. And let's get ourselves lined up and get the hell out of here. Runway 104. I guess we probably should have given ourselves more. This is a pretty long runway here, so I've got those pedals. There we go. That's better. All right, here we go. Rotate. Gear up.
New York
Flaps
Cessna
up.
November 328 Charlie Lima is type Cessna C701 miles north of LaGuardia 300
And
feet.
autopilot is
Request
on.
clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
And we are making our turn.
November 328 Charlie Lima, New York approach. Squawk 7201.
Squawk 7201 Cessna 8 Charlie Lima.
On our way to
Charlie
Beantown.
Lima radar contact 2 miles northeast of LaGuardia, 1,600 feet. Cleared through the Bravo airspace. Maintain on navigation.
Cleared through the Bravo airspace Cessna 8 Charlie Lima.
I'm going to start using the FLC. It seems to have been flaky. And I want to try it again at some point. Alright, so we're going to climb to 9,500. The G2 controllers with X-Plane, they're still kind of not great.
Cessna 8 Charlie Lima, you are leaving my airspace.
John, you have
Radar
the
service
Cytec
Squawk
throttle
1200.
quad.
Frequency change approved.
Yeah, exactly. You adjust a mixture and the plane shuts off.
Squawk
That happens to me too.
1200.
So that's a
Frequency change
FS2020
approved,
issue.
Cessna 8 Charlie Lima.
It's not an issue with your yoke because it happens to me with the CH Products yoke. It's Microsoft Flight Simulator. And my yoke works fine with X-Plane. No, I have a CH Products yoke and pedals. So it's not your yoke, it's the software. No doubt in my mind. Sar, how you doing? Think you found the right way to work with the G2 controllers plus X-Plane in their latest beta. Well, that's good. I know you're a tinkerer. I'm waiting for them to just come out with a plug-and-play update that makes it simple, like they did back with the Oculus touch controllers came out. They came out with a plug-and-play configuration. It just worked. Everything was easy to do. You didn't have to deal with anything or fiddle with anything. That's what I'm kind of hoping they do, you know? Well, sorry, if you want to post something in the Discord, my Discord, that under the, I think it's, well, just do it, I guess, under X-Plane. The X-Plane channel would be awesome. See, we get a little sway here. We're at 90, coming to 95. Let's see if we get some sway. I'm going to throttle back here a little bit. Maybe if it's, let's see if we it happens. I want to be a little bit over speed here. See if we get the sway. Yeah, we're getting this sway. So let's drop back to where we're not in the red. We're below 320, and let's see if we get the sway. Maybe it's a speed thing. Right there, we're in the green now, so let's stay in the green here. See if the sway goes away. Uh-oh. Something's happening here. All of a sudden the simulator is crawling along here. Uh-oh. That's better. Something just happened there. I don't know what the hell happened. Alright, so now we're at 320. Yeah, we still got the sway. Highly recommend the working title mod for the G3000 though, I'll tell you that. It's great. Yeah, it was an impromptu stream. You've been having lots of problems since the update 3, so that's the last update? Stuttering movements, especially on the ground. So is that with the G2, Sean? I want to see how much time I got here, because I might have to just take a break here. I got 20 minutes. Oh, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna buy a. I'm gonna buy a, what do you call it, right? Just in 2D and the CV1. Huh. CV1. So CV1, I'm not sure. Has that? Is that through SteamVR? I guess, right? The nice thing about the G2 is that you're native. You're just using OpenXR. I don't have SteamVR running. Seems like when you get SteamVR involved, I mean, it's fine. When I ran well, you're talking about, let me see, Microsoft Flight Simulator. So when I ran, I'm trying to remember, CV1 was, yeah, through SteamVR, right? All right, let's go to, it's been a long time. Let's go to natively. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been a long time. I kind of forget everything that I did with the CV1. Let's go to, where's that plane? I was going to buy a plane. Aircraft. Airports. Bombardier Challenger. Bombardier Challenger. Where is it? Where's the Challenger? I love the Challenger. I just go, take this one. Just a quick way to get to the four sails. All right, so this guy is the guy I'm looking at here. This guy, KCID. Eastern Iowa, Cedar Rapids. That's got to be legit. Let's just look at see if it's on here. I can clear this out now. I know where I'm going. So let's go to here. And let's see how far that gets to LAX. How far? Oh, KLAX. Ooh, that's pretty far. It's actually closer to the East Coast. Interesting. Okay. Let's go back and see if there's let's see. Where's that? Where's this? Where's we? Indonesia. This is in Washington for $950. Well, I could save myself 200 grand. And then I could just make a trek to like Las Vegas and then get this to the West Coast. I would like to have a jet on the east and a jet on the west. It would be kind of cool. Because I want to someday make a trip. Come on. I want to make a trip to Hawaii. And the Challenger can make that trip. I want to make a trip to Hawaii. 1,300 miles there and probably about 900 miles there. So this would be, I could go Denver. 200 grand. So if I bought the one in Washington, where the hell is it? This guy. For $950, I save 50. Let's see, I spend 150K more. Yeah, Oculus is definitely running its course, dude. That's why I kind of moved up. I was able to piece part it and sell most of the. I actually kept the headset itself, but I was able to piece part it, sell the cables and a couple sensors and a few other things, the touch controllers for like about $380, something like that. So paid for a lot of the G2. Only reason you haven't upgraded is the damn... Oh, okay. Yeah, it's gonna add up, yeah. The cost of it, totally. Get that. I totally get that. Alright, so do we buy this plane for eight? I mean, what am I going to do with my money? I might as well, right? I mean, I might as well. It's just, I mean, I got $6 million. I mean, what am I going to do with my money? Might as well. Oh, it's owned by the bank. So that's a good deal. Well, I'm going to fly it. I'm not going to... It's going to be my personal plane. I'm just going to use it for my personal stuff on the West Coast. Bye. Okay, so that's it for that. That answers that question. So let's go to aircraft. There we go. First thing I like to do is let's go to here, edit. I don't want to rent it out. I don't want to rent it out. It's a private plane. And we're going to change the tail number to N328 BC. Oh, crap. N328 Bombardier Challenger. Update. Alright. Could be like Premier OneDriver, yeah. Yeah, they don't have a Premier. But, yeah, so that's, alright, cool. Now I just gotta sell this DA62 in San Francisco. Why won't that one sell? Because there's a million of them for sale. I mean, I'm selling it for $400 grand. It's right where it should be. No one wants to buy it. It's a great plane, DA62. I just don't need it. All right, cool. Got a Bombardier Challenger again. I mean, I've owned them back and forth. Bought them for like $1 million, or bought them cheap and sold them for $1 million. Made a little bit of money on them, you know. But, yeah, so this is going to be a project I have to get from Cedar Rapids. If I get some cargo. Let's see. Ooh, cargo. Oh, no, 8 passenger. Oh, I could probably run that to Texas. Oof. 20K. All right, that's a good price. Or I could run some cargo. We'll figure something out. All right, bought a new plane. Nice. I like Premier Driver. It's a great channel. He's a great dude. All right, 10 minutes to Boston. Making good time. Hey, Sar, I just wanted to let you know I appreciate all the flying you're doing for the group, man. You're really helping earn the coin for the group, that's for sure. Some big flights. If everybody in the group did half of what you do, or 20% of what you do, then we'd be doing pretty damn good. Even myself, I just don't have the time. I try to do 10 flights a month. I used to do a lot more, but I try to do at least 10 flights a month. I think this will be my 8th flight. So, or maybe I'll hit 10 when I come back from Boston. So that's good. All right, we don't seem to be swaying here. That's a good thing. All right, I think let's see, we've got 55 miles. Oh, we got timers and stuff. Cool. You know, I really wonder, why doesn't Asobo talk to the people that wrote the working title modification and just buy it from them? I don't understand that. They did the work, so just buy it and integrate it. You know, pay them a decent amount of money for it and integrate it. I just don't understand that. All right, we're 50 miles out now, so we can start to make our descent. You'll fly and work, yeah. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. All right, let's head down to 5,000. Yeah, exactly. They don't. You're right. Laminar Research doesn't even do that. All right, so now I got a project. I got to get that. I got to figure out where I'm gonna keep that that Challenger. I guess the best airport is Ksan. That's got the most activity. So the most assignments and stuff. And I could fly to like Las Vegas and stuff from there. So we're gonna have to figure out a route so that we can make some money. I can make some money flying from Iowa, Cedar Rapids, I guess maybe to Denver, and then maybe to we'll figure it out, but I want to make some money along the way, or maybe just do a long trip. But now we got two business jets, one on the East Coast, one on the West Coast. Private jets, private virtual jets, fulfilling my fantasy of owning my own business jet, which will never happen in my lifetime, ever. I do like the heads-up display, though, man. It's awesome. The heading-up display. It was sorely missed for so long. So hats off to Working Title for creating this great mod that works fantastically. All right, 30 miles in, 7 minutes away from our waypoint, and then 10 miles from that. So The longitude or the... Yeah, you mean the longitude, dude? Yeah, it would be nice if they had it next plane. It's a great plane. I think my three favorite planes in MS2020 is this plane, the TBM 930, and the SR22. Those are my three favorite. I like flying all those planes. Man, that's going to be a long trip. I could just like load it up with fuel and just fly it to San Diego. Okay, San. $3,300 miles. We'll go stop at LaGuardia. I mean, yeah, I know I could pick up people there. I could probably pick up people there. I just got to plot a course. Pick up some jobs and probably make about 50K along the way if I'm strategic in my job hunting. All right, cool. All right, what do we got here? 19 miles to our waypoint. Probably beef up the speed here a little bit. First time flying into Boston, I believe, in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Isn't that weird? I put my head back like this, and the lights on the electrical left and right, far left and far right electrical switch go off, and then when I move my head forward, boom, they go on. Same with the battery lights. Look, battery lights, as I move my head, I don't know if you guys can see that. Lights just go off, and now they go on. Off and on. Off and on. Off and on. It's weird. You guys seeing that? Let me see if yeah, see that? They're off now. And now they're on. I'm talking about right this light, these lights here, these two and these two. Just watch them. Watch. See them go off? They just went off, and then they go on. That's weird.
Boston approach Cessna November.
Hey, Cracker, how you doing?
Is type Cessna SC700.
Thanks for joining. We're just about to land into Boston.
Request clearance.
Logan.
Bravo airspace.
Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima Boston approach. Squawk 6241.
All right, we could probably get down to...
Squawk 6241 Cessna 8 Charlie Lima.
Cessna 8 Charlie Lima radar contact 4 miles southeast of tree 2 Mike 5,000 feet. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
I don't understand why they're clearing you through the Bravo
Cessna 8 Charlie Lima.
when you're going to be land. Oh, I guess I didn't file a flight plan, so that's the one thing. I'm not sure how, if I enter a flight plan manually, how do I file it with ATC? Because if I bring up ATC, it doesn't have my. I guess I can. Well, we'll try. Maybe we'll try it on the way back. I guess that's Route 95 right there. All right. Coming down to 3,000 feet. Start to slow this plane down. Very smooth right now. When you look out the left window, it gets a little micro stuttering, but out the front, super smooth. All right, runways in sight. That's for sure. Making our turn into Logan. See a plane landing there, looks like.
Boston Tower Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima is 11 miles southwest with Echo to land.
Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima, Boston Tower. Fly left base, runway 33 left. Altimeter 29.9.
Fly left base. They would never give you left base.
Left base, runway 33 left. Cessna
There's no way they would ever give you left base into Logan. I don't think. In a corporate jet? In a business jet? I don't think so.
Cessna 8 Charlie Lima, cleared to land runway 33 left. Wind 286 a tree.
Alright, first notch of flapsters.
Cleared to land runway 33 left Cessna 8 Charlie Lima.
We're a little close to that plane in front, but there's the outer marker. It looks like that guy crashed. He's very low. No, he didn't crash. I don't know if you guys can see it. Right in front of me, there's a guy landing. Alright, we're full flaps now. We're going to run her at about 150. City of Boston. I was supposed to go 33 left, but we're 33 right. Oh well. Love landing in VR. Sometimes take it for granted how cool it is.
Cessna 8 Charlie Lima, contact ground on 121.9er.
Going to 121.9er Cessna 8 Charlie Lima.
Alright, we'll roll out here because we're going to take off. Actually, we can exit right here. get over to this taxiway over here. All right, let's get our parking brake on. Okay, register our flight with FSEconomy. Yeah, thank you. I thought that was a pretty good landing. All right, so let's go to the Chrome window here. Let's go to that flight's done. Just check out banking, the log, your aviation. So another $1,400 for the group, $4K for me. Let's go to my flight. We got the plane already loaded. We got 282 gallons of gas. Yeah, I just topped that off a little bit here. Let's go to, let's put 350 in there. Just so we have double the distance, and then we got our 8 passengers ready to roll. That's all good. We need to go to SkyVector. We're going to go KBOS to KLGA, and we're going to, well, it's coming from this side now. Let's take her out 10 miles. Woogow. Woogow. All right, good. That's our plan. So let's get rid of this. Oops. Woogow. All right. Let's get into our flight plan, and we go up here. Let's see, Ed Origin, we're going KB Baker, Oscar Romeo. Oops. Oops, nope. And then destination is LaGuardia. Okay, and then waypoint is, what is it? Woogow. 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 Good. Rock and rolling. Got our thing in there. All right, so let's get to. It seems like we had less sway when we were at 9,500, so let's fly at 9,500. Vertical speed. All right, good to go there. Let's get our nav on. Boom. And let's initiate FSEconomy, so we get credit for the flight. Start. Boom. That's done. Just double check that. Yep. Alright, so we're good there. We got 8 souls on board, plenty of gas, and we're heading back to LaGuardia. Alright, let's see. Brake is off. And let's taxi and get the hell out of here. Oh, let's see if we can file a flight plan.
Airport information, Echo 17000 Zulu. Wind 286 at tree. Visibility, niner. Sky condition, clear. Temperature, 15. Dew point, 13. Altimeter, 29.902. Visual runway 33 right and ILS runway 33 left in use. Landing and departing runway 33 right and runway 33 left. DSR, aircraft, say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller, on initial contact, you have Echo.
All right.
Boston Airport information, Echo 17000.
Well, how do I turn that off now?
Wind 286 at tree.
Ground Cessna November Tree 28 Charlie Lima request taxi for departing straight out with Echo.
Cessna November Tree 28 Charlie Lima taxi to and hold short of runway 33 left using taxiway November Romeo Mike cross runway 15 left Mike Charlie cross runway 4 right Charlie cross runway 27 Charlie. Contact tower on 132.225 when ready.
Is this
Taxi
C2?
hold short
Oh,
runway
this is
33 left using taxiway November Bravo Foxtrot cross runway 4 left Foxtrot cross runway 22 left Foxtrot Golf Charlie cross runway 27 Charlie Kilo Cessna 8 Charlie Lima.
okay. Where the hell are we? All right. I'm just going to tune the tower. We're rogue here. We're going rogue. Gear up. Flaps up.
Boston approach Cessna November Tree 28 Charlie Lima is type Cessna SC2 1 miles southwest of Boston 400 feet. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Cessna November Tree 28 Charlie Lima Boston approach.
And we're on our way back to NYC. Just like that.
3101 Cessna 8 Charlie Lima.
Cessna 8 Charlie Lima radar contact 3 miles southwest of Boston 1,700 feet. Cleared through the Bravo airspace. Maintain on navigation.
Cleared
There's
through
Boston.
The Bravo airspace Cessna 8 Charlie Lima.
Cessna 8 Charlie Lima contact Boston approach on 124.1.
124.1 for Cessna 8
Doesn't that
Charlie
look
Lima.
cool?
Boston approach Cessna November Tree 28 Charlie Lima 3,100 feet.
Somehow we're doing 370 knots though. It's a little fast for the frame.
Altimeter 29.902.
Nice and smooth.
Cessna 8 Charlie Lima, you're leaving my airspace radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved. Cessna 8 Charlie Lima.
My cat is calling me. Come here, buddy. Come on, buddy. All right, he's right here. Just wants a little attention. He's a great cat. His name is Stanley. He's a great cat. He's more like a dog. All right, 300 knots, approaching 9,500 feet. We'll kick it up a little bit here. Fly a little into the red. Get us there a little faster. 22 minutes. Probably about 20 minutes. It is a cool looking cockpit, that's for sure. Especially in 3D. It's very cool. Conrad, how you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. Nice to see you. Or I should say, nice to see your name in the stream. Gonna be flying back to Logan here. Let's see what kind of alright, so let's go. We got our I bought a new plane. For my personal use, my Aero VR group. I bought a new plane, a Bombardier. It's at Cedar Rapids, Eastern Iowa Airport. So I need to get her, let's see, I want to get her to the West Coast. So we've got 6 passengers. Okay, this might be interesting. You haven't tried any of the business jets yet. You should. The Longitude is not very difficult to fly. It's pretty simple. The one thing you want to remember is you always, when you land it, you want to be at about 150 knots, 145 knots, full flaps, and that's a good landing speed for it. Anything below that, it's going to lose altitude. So if you keep it, if you remember that, everything else is pretty straightforward. So, oh, this is one of those V drive. I'm not sure if I can actually fly this or not. But that's 20K for 8 passengers. Let's just see how far that is. So that's going to be, let's just see what kind of a, Cedar Rapids. I want to see what kind of an airport that is. This guy here. 8XS8. Let's watch. It's probably not even valid. Okay, Reese Air Park. Now I can land this Challenger in pretty tight spots, so I don't know anything about this airport. Let's just take a look at it. Oh, looks decent. So let's see, it's in Fort Worth. Our runway. Where's the runway? 6,500 feet. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Should be able to get into that. So maybe you'll try to fly that. $699. Do that for another day. That's a good one. But I'm not sure. Like I know I've tried to fly these before. What I'll do is I just want to see if I can pull that flight, and then I'll just pull it and hold it, and I'll fly that next. Not today. I'm not going to do it today because it's 700 miles. But that's a perfect flight for the Challenger. This cat just won't leave me alone. Hey, buddy. How you doing, buddy? Huh? Yeah, he's a great cat. I have a flight back. Yeah, I'm not worried about that because I'm going to. Let's just check. It's a good idea though. Let's check this. Let's see. Oh, plenty of. Oh, I could fly to SJT. That's a busy airport. Can I go West Coast? Let's go bearing. Let's see, West Coast. I can go 8 passengers to P32 in Arizona. I can go to Kelly for 15. That's another 7 passengers. 15K. That might be another good shot right there. I got some cargo I can take for 11,000. So this is probably a good spot to go to. And that's what I'm going to do with this plane. Just fly around big job to big job, you know. Because this plane, the cargo on it is awesome. Let's see, 12,000 pounds, right? Right. So actually, it's more than that. I think it's. I forget what the metrics are, but you can put a lot. It's a major cargo hauler, and that's how people use it, you know. So yeah, cool. All right, I'm just going to capture that. Let's see. Cannot have any jobs in the loading or holding area when trying to fly. Oh, okay. So you can't do a VIP job if I. All right, I see. So I have to get rid of everything else in my holding area. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't let you. In other words, you got to take those right away. You can't hold them. That's what I'll probably do. I'll probably fly that flight, and then out of Texas there, we got lots of options, which is cool. Was that what it said? I don't think it's that much. Yeah, 200. Yeah, it does suck gas up. Yes, it does suck gas up. 265 gallons per hour consumption. So you gotta watch that. But you do your calculations and you figure out. All right, Conrad, take care. Back to work, I guess, right? What do you want, buddy? Huh? Alright. I'll be done in a few minutes, okay? He wants to go upstairs. Alright, let's see. What we got here? 89 miles, or 80 miles? 80 miles. 13 minutes. Making good progress. There's a Long Island Sound right there. Like driving an elephant, yeah. But you can fly a long way in it. You can fly like 7,000 pounds to like Hawaii from California, that kind of thing. So it's not too shabby. Yeah, you just fly high at altitude. You fly, 25,000 feet, 28,000 feet. It doesn't do bad when you're way up there. But yeah, it definitely burns more gas than this plane. This plane kind of pretty much sips gas. All right, 60 miles to go, 10 minutes to our waypoint. We're going to be coming in from the east, heading towards the west.
New York approach Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima is type Cessna SC2 7 miles south of Charlie Tango 39er. Request flight following.
Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima, New York approach. Squawk 0114.
Squawk 0114 Cessna 8 Charlie Lima.
Cessna 8 Charlie Lima radar contact 9 miles northwest of November 049,500 feet. Altimeter 29.92.
Copy Cessna 8 Charlie Lima.
Yeah, I think that display actually even moves smoother on this mod, which is nice. Alright, so we'll get this plane into LaGuardia, and that's going to do it for me today, guys. Gotta grab some lunch, do a few things. It's 8 passengers and like 25 or 28,000 kilograms or something like that. Hold on, let me see here. It's a great plane, dude. It's a great plane. Let's see. Hold on, I'll show you. Let's see. 12,000 pounds currently. So that's with how much gas to have in it? I've got 364 gallons of fuel. So at 50% fuel, which is what, 1,100 gallons, 1,200 gallons, you can put 7,000 pounds in it, or 8 passengers. 8 passengers up to 75% fuel. I mean, it's got a lot of room. It's got a lot of room. Yeah, it's not bad. 800K was a good deal. That's why I bought it. All right, let's start to descend here. Let's get down to... Oops, crap. We'll head down to 3,000 feet. Into the LaGuardia area. Oh, there's the cat just jumped on my desk. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come on, bud. Hey, what are you doing there? What are you doing there?
Autopilot.
You guys hear him purring? I don't know if you guys can hear him purring. He's purring like a kitten. He's no kitten. Yes. What are you doing, buddy? Huh? You want some? You're trying to tell me something. Usually it means you want to do something. You want to eat, or you want to go upstairs, or something. Oh, autopilot's off. That's not good. Okay, stop. Must have hit the trim button by accident there. All right, we'll get back on track here.
Cessna Charlie Lima, contact New York approach on 120.05.
120.05 for Cessna 8 Charlie Lima. New York approach Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima 6,800 feet.
Cessna November 328 Charlie Lima New York approach. Continue to wiggle as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
All right, down at 6,300 feet, heading down to 3,000.
Contact New York approach on 134.35.
This is where we had the little bit of stuttering right there before.
1 tree 4 decimal tree 5 Cessna 8 Charlie Lima. New York approach Cessna November tree 28 Charlie Lima 6,200 feet.
Going through the stuttering right now. It's probably changing scenery, the New York scenery or something.
Approach continue to wobble as planned. Altimeter 29er decimal 9 2.
Back to smoothness. Alright, heading through 6,000. Probably get down a little faster. 20 miles out from our waypoint. All right, 5,000. Cat back up on the come on, cat. No, you can't go up there.
November tree 28 Charlie Lima. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Cessna November tree 28 Charlie Lima New York approach. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
Cleared through Bravo airspace Cessna 8 Charlie Lima.
All right, coming through 4,000 now, down to 3,000. Making our way into LaGuardia. Although, what? It's amazing as you get closer to Manhattan how densely populated the housing increasingly gets. You know, when you look at it from above. You know, here we're out, this is like Long Island, so it's, you know, it's suburbia. But as you just get closer and closer, you could just see it tightening up. Hey, what are you eating? Don't eat that. All right, we're at 3,000 now. Start to slow the plane down a little bit. We're about 18 miles out. Oh, I see what we're doing here. I was wondering, why are we heading that way? So we're making a right-hand turn there. But definitely, look how much better this GPS is. It stays on the magenta. This working title modification, it's awesome. 200 knots now. About to make our turn. Okay. All right, runway in sight. First notch of flaps. Outer marker. Not very well lined up here, so we're going to have to...
Autopilot.
Autopilot is off. See how densely populated it is? Second notch of flaps. Landing gear coming down. I'm just thinking what a difference this experience is from when I first started flying in flight simulation back in the days of the Apple II and Sublogic Flight Simulator, where it was basically a CRT with green lines representing the runway, and it's just amazing how far it's come. Full flaps now. Keep it above 140. Coming to 500 feet.
500.
All right, we're committed now. Beautiful. Looking good. Looking good. Threshold. Center line flare. Start to bring the throttle down. Let the energy bleed out of the plane. Flare. Throttle down. Back wheels down. Front wheel down. Beautiful. A little off the center line, but it's okay. A maze of taxiways. Get the green lights on. All right, right, you can see Manhattan, Empire State Building right there in the distance. All right, we're going to stop right here. Let's hit that brake. And that ends our flight. Yeah, I'm using the working title G1000 mod. Come on, kitty. Come on. Come on, get off there. Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. You got to get down. Almost done. The G1, yeah, the working title G3000 mod. Oh, there we go. So we're back in 2D mode. So let's just check this out. See how we did with the log coming back. We made another 13K for the group. Let's just take a look at banking here. So we got. All right. So let's just transfer this over. So we got 3.5 million for VR aviation. Pretty good. Actually, almost 3.6. 3.5 million for VR aviation. Pretty damn good. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for me. Just a quick. Glad you guys were able to join me for these couple hours and fly along with me. And we'll see you on Saturday for sure. I'll be streaming on Saturday, 10:30. And until then, guys, have a great afternoon and enjoy your flights, guys. Take care and thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. See you guys.